La belle, merci by John Keats. Oh, what can ail thee, knight at arms, alone and palely loitering? The sedge has withered from the lake, and no birds sing. Oh, what can ail thee, knight at arms, so haggard and so woebegone? The squirrel's granary is full, and the harvest is done. I see a lily on thy brow, with anguish moist and fever dew, and on thy cheeks a fading rose, fast withered too. I met a lady in the midst, full beautiful, a fairest child. Her hair was long, her foot was light, and her eyes were wild. I made a garland for her head, and bracelets too, and fragrant zone. She looked at me as she did love, and made sweet moan. I set her on my passing steed, and nothing else so all day long, for sidelong would she band and sing a fairy's song. She found me roots of relish sweet, and honey vials, and manna dew, and sure in language strange she said, I love thee true. She took me to her elfin grot, and there she wept and sighed full sore, and there I shut her wild eyes with kisses four, and there she lulled me asleep, and there I dreamed. Oh, ah, woe betide, the latest dream I ever dreamed on the cold hillside. I saw pale kings and princes too, pale warriors, death pale were they all. They cried, La bella merci, the heads in thrall. I saw their stout lips in the gloom, with horrid warning gaped wide, and I awoke and found me here on the cold hillside. And this is why I sojourn here, alone and palely loitering, though the sedge is withered from the lake, and no birds sing. La Bella Damson's Mercy is a ballad written by the writer of Romantic Age, and he is John Keats. This poem deals with the misery of a knight, means a soldier. The title is something strange for us because it is not of English language. La Bella Damson's Mercy, it means that a beautiful lady without mercy. Here it is a story of a knight and how he was treated by a beautiful girl, or we can say a beautiful lady, like a fairy's child, and at the end he was abandoned by her on a hillside. This poem is divided in 12 stanzas. In the very first stanza, the soldier is questioned by a stranger why he is loitering alone on the cold hillside. The stranger further in second stanza observes the pathetic condition of a knight. Even the atmosphere is beautiful, as it is mentioned here in the first two stanza, that the harvest is done and the squirrel is also having its food. So the knight is suffering that we can read on his face, that we can read on his face. Here the poem starts with I in between, as the knight himself explains his pathos. He talks about his fever and says that he is looking extremely pale. He says that he met a lady in the meadow, and the lady was like a fairy's child, and how he was attracted towards her outer appearance. And what happened then? Further, he exclaimed that he made a garland, a bracelet for her, while at the same time she was looking with love to him. And then he made her to sit on seat, and he was listening, just that she was singing a song, just like. And we can say here he was not understanding her language, and he was just listening what she was speaking, or we can say singing. Then she gave him food to eat, and she was saying in a strange language something, but we can say this person here, this I, or we can say this narrator, he is in love with that girl. So he can listen is the three charming words, and this is I love you, that she was saying to him. Then she brought him to a grot where she wept and shut, and also what happens then? He shut her wild eyes and kissed her 4 times. A lady made him sleep by singing a lullaby. Then he dreamed that he is on the cold hillside, and so pale kings and princes and pale warriors, they were dead, and they all were crying and saying that La bella damsel's mercy, La bella damsel's mercy. And they were all in extremely bad condition. And then we can say that Keats is saying that the lady is really very beautiful, but she is without mercy. Or we can guess that these kings and princes are also the victim of that lady, and they are warning this person, the knight. And then what happens? The dream is broken as the knight is awake, and he thinks that it was a bad dream, and he, in the last line, says that that's why this is the reason that he is loitering here palely. So John Keats may be saying that if you want to be loved, or you want to love someone, then you have to suffer from pain. That you want a pleasure, then you have to hug a sorrow. The love cannot come without pain. There is a pain in love. Thank you.